So today's video is sponsored by West Kiss Hair. Love your hair, kiss your beauty. This is so cute. Inside the box there is the wig, of course, and this is a curly unit. It is 13 by 4 and it is 22 inches. Also inside the box there is an elastic band. It came with some eyelashes, and it also came with a wig care tip card on how to care for your wig. It also came with a satin travel bag. Pulling this wig fresh out the bag, the first thing I noticed that this wig is so full and so thick. I believe this is 180 density. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. Check down in the description box for the actual density. But it is so full. And I rubbed my hands through it really roughly to see if I was going to get any shedding. Absolutely no shedding. When I say full, this wig is full, honey. Now I'm just giving you an overall view. It does have a drawstring. It does come with 3 combs inside. The wig cap is constructed really, really good. I was so overwhelmed thinking about plucking this unit, but there is a God. Remember how your mother used to put you in between her legs and get the bobos and the comb and the grease and used to pop the hell out your head, and every time you put your hand up to say ouch, she used to pluck it? Yeah. That's what we're going to do to this wig head right now. So, yes, this wig head is sitting between my legs like our mamas used to do. This is how I do my daughter's hair. And we're going to get it together. As you know, I am a super beginner. Super, super beginner. And I feel like I'm only putting this wig content out there because I want to give you someone that you can relate to. I can't relate to an expert because no matter how much I watch y'all, I'm still not going to get it. Let me tell you, get into the ghetto. I have a styrofoam wig cap, right? And all I could think about is plucking this part. I was like, I cannot pluck this wig. There's no way I can pluck this hairline. I've watched a ton of plucking videos. I cannot do it. Overwhelms me. I feel like I'm gonna make it bald. It's just something that I can't fathom. So I really got into this wig and I feel like it did not need plucking. Like, I was gonna pluck it, sis. I was ready. I went and bought like 62 different tweezers. I was ready to give this little hole in this lace and pluck it bald. But I genuinely feel like it didn't need to be plucked. I know all the hair gurus is going to be like, you got to pluck and pluck and pluck. I felt like I didn't have to pluck it. It came pre-plucked. And of course, during this process, Leslie comes along asking me things. Listen to this dude.
So when you cut it, you guys cut it from the hairline itself, like right there?
Yeah, you're going to mimic the hairline. Best to mimic your hairline, but, you know. Back to what I was saying. Yes, look at that hairline. I really feel like it's good. To all the experts, you could pluck it, but I'm not. If all wigs could come like this, in my opinion, I feel like life will be so much easier for us true beginners. Like, this will be a pure blessing. Look at that parting space. Even the parting space in this wig is absolutely amazing. Really quickly, let me just let you know, as a beginner, there are 2 things in life I don't have time for: plucking nobody's hairline and bleaching nobody's knots. As a real beginner, I just feel like that's not beginner friendly to me. Like, I can't do it. And do you know the salon or the actual hairstylist, they charge actually like $150 just to put some bleach on some knots or pluck it? I bet I won't. I bet I will watch every free YouTube video. So here's what I found that works for me. All you need is your freeze blast spray, and you need your foundation that matches your skin tone. And like I said, this is just something that I've researched and watched a billion videos, and I've tried this on a few wigs and it works perfect for me. What we're going to do now is we're going to turn that wig cap inside out. You're going to want to move all the hairs from under the wig cap, push it to the back so it doesn't get caught with the freeze blast spray. Like I said, this is a dupe to bleaching the knots that I've tried. We're going to secure this wig head onto the styrofoam head. If you're anything like me, you don't even have them pins. So what I did, took safety pins and I stuck it inside this styrofoam head. Don't be discouraged because you don't have the things that you see on the YouTube videos where there's a will. Exactly. So what we're going to do is take our good old safety pins that we had in our junk drawer, and we're going to push it inside our cheap styrofoam head, the one with the one black lash on and the price tag still on it. We're going to take our freeze blast spray and we're going to spray that lightly over the wig cap. And I just used whatever I had near me to dry that off a little bit. I just fanned it dry. And what this is going to do is this is going to keep that foundation from seeping through onto the hair. So we're going to fan that dry. We're going to take our foundation. I'm using a brush, but you could use a beauty blender, whatever you have. And I'm going to apply that foundation to it. Then I'm going to spray one more coating over it. And that's just so that foundation doesn't transfer. And like I said, this is an amazing dupe rather than being a beginner like myself and taking a chance bleaching knots and then it come out brassy. And how you going to reverse that? We doing things that's reversible. So we're gonna get straight into this install. I look crazy. I'm tired. Eyebrows not done, no makeup on. I had a long day. And the realistic part of it is there are gonna be days where we have long days. We're not gonna have time to put on makeup and do eyebrows and be extra, but you should feel confident enough because your hair is done. But that's just me. So I like to use lighter wig caps because our scalp is always way lighter than our skin, and I'll just make the wig cap my skin color. So we got our cap on, and like I said, I didn't pluck the wig. I had anxiety thinking I was gonna have to pluck this wig because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to pluck no wig. And I know you could get bald spot. I could put a hole in the lace. It was just like too overwhelming, too much for me to think about it. So let's get this wig on.
Jasmine Station from Apple Music.
So I'm just going to get this lace cut. You guys know I really, really hate doing this part. But, you know, that's just the beginner blues. Also, I just want to say really quickly, right? When it comes to wigs, I just really feel like a decent price wig, you know, you're going to spend a couple hundreds on a decent, good, long-lasting wig. And then to top it off, you have to go to a salon, to go to a professional, to pay $200 for them to customize it. At this point, y'all just took my rent money and I'm homeless. So I think the best way to learn is through YouTube, but then you watch the videos and it's kind of still too advanced for you. So I figure, hey, why not learn from somebody who has no clue what they're doing? At least you'll feel comfortable knowing, okay, I made that mistake and they made this mistake as well, and this is how they fixed it. But that's just my opinion. So after I did that, I used some of that Got To Be freeze blast spray and the Got To Be gel. Like I said, this doesn't really work for me once I start sweating. It naturally comes up on its own. But that's kind of what I wanted since I'm such a beginner. Once I perfect the craft of wigs, then I'll use something more permanent because when sis mess up, it needs to come off. So this is definitely not a permanent hold. After that, I just made me a side part. Like I said, I didn't even have to do nothing to the part. This wig is so beginner friendly. I absolutely love that about it. After I made me this little side part going, I took some of that bedhead, I think this is called like hair tamer. It just said bedhead, but it's amazing. And it comes in like this little pushable stick. And I just put some of that all around my edges. Then I'm going to take some of that foam wrap and I'm going to use that for my baby hairs. Like I said, baby hairs isn't for everybody. It's me. I'm everybody. I don't know what it is. Them forehead baby hairs, sis. It ain't for me. I can't. So I'm just going to brush this through. I did put a little bit of water in it and I'm going to brush this through. And this is going to be it brushed out. This wig is full as hell. And this is me wetting it. I wet one side of it. I started wetting it. Like, this stuff is full, so you won't have to spray, honey. Y'all know I love that wet and curly look. So this is one side that's not sprayed and it's brushed out. And this is the other side that's wet. I didn't put any product in it yet. So I'm just going to wet the rest of my hair. And I'm going to put some of that mousse in it. And I'm going to call it a day. And y'all, sis, When I tell you I was low key feeling myself, and remind you, I ain't even got my eyebrows done yet. Wait till I put my brows on. I love the fact that this was so low maintenance. I didn't have to do much. I didn't have to put any other product besides the water and the mousse, and that curl pattern is everything. Do you see? You know how usually when you wet hair, it gets really thin? No, this stayed thick. And I gotta show y'all how this looked when it dried. I was on Instagram acting up. Y'all look at me. I highly recommend this wig. This wig was so dope. West Kiss really did their thing on this wig. All the information is directly down below in the description box.